Oh, baby. Oh, my God. Ladies and gentlemen, this is The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. This is what I'm going to be playing today. In today's video, we are starting our playthrough of Ocarina of Time. Fun fact, I have played this game once on the 3DS release version of it. I've never played the original. And so, yeah, and I remember almost nothing about this game. So we're just gonna go in blind, see if, this game was widely considered one of the best of all time. We're gonna hold a critical eye to it and see if it really lives up to that title. And the adventure begins now. In the vast deep forest of Hyrule, long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Great Deku Tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. I am their dad. Each Kokiri has his or own guardian fairy. Except this fucking loser right here. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. And it's this loser right here. Who's cold, I guess. Not sure why. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come, I read that as come Hitler for some reason. Anyway, oh Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it, the climate of evil descending upon this realm? Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. Because I am a tree. What the hell can a tree do? It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now. Find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the forest, nay, the world, depends upon thee. If the fate of the world depended on Navi, I might just kill myself to get it over with because there's little to no hope. I gotta say, the graphics of this game are real cutting edge. As in, they might cut me if I get too close to them because they are so sharp. Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited to play this. It's been probably over a decade since I played the 3DS version, and I remember liking it. I got 100% of everything, I think, at the time. Hello, Weenster. Wake up. I'm not gonna lie. I was really confused why that was the name. I forgot that I named him that. The Great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Weenster, get up. Hey, come on. Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? Shout out to lazy boy. I'd like a lazy boy. Like the chair, not a young lazy boy. I guess I didn't have to add young in there. You know what? Let's move on. I'm going to talk about the game more because clearly I don't know what I'm doing. You finally woke up. I'm Navi the Fairy. The Great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. Can only read as fast as the text allows me. The Great Deku Tree has summoned you. So let's get going right now. All right. That was like weird motion capture animation when he got up out of bed. Here we are. Gosh, this game is just gorgeous to look at. Really digging it. Even though I didn't grow up on the N64, I was more of a GameCube era child than the PS2. Something super nostalgic and charming about N64 graphics. Just old 3D graphics have always been like really, I don't know, eye-catching to me. I just like the way they look. I like the style. How the hell do I control this game? Wow, a fairy. Finally, a fairy came to you, Weenster. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri, Weenster. Is that right? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you. It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku Tree. He's a big tree. You should feel honored. Alright, well, whatever. I've talked to many trees in my life, and I was not impressed with their conversational skills. So I know the tree. Yeah, it's sick. Got $5 for doing a sick jump. I know the tree is down this way, but this young douchebag is blocking. There we go. That's the button I wanted. So we gotta explore around and we gotta find the sword and we gotta buy a shield. I don't remember how much it is to get the shield, but I remember where the sword is. Yeah, it's been an incredibly long time since I've played this game. So if anyone is, I shouldn't say if anyone is watching, because there's probably someone watching. I'll at least watch this video at one time in the future while I'm editing it, so maybe I could leave a comment. But if anyone else is watching, feel free to leave a comment or a tip or a trick or, don't spoil the game for me. But feel free to leave like some guiding information to find some extra goodies. Or if I'm terribly lost, tell me where to go, that sort of thing. Speaking of being lost, I am losing my mind trying to control this boy properly. It is definitely something to get used to. It's been a long time since I've played a 3D Zelda game in general. I guess technically the last one I played was Breath of the Wild. I don't remember if I'm able to okay, this is already off to a poor start. I don't remember if I'm able to walk slowly or if it's just the it seems like I'm either running or nothing. And I don't know if that is just how the game is or if that is an emulator thing. Because believe it or not, I'm not playing this on an actual N64. This control is... I'm just at full speed all the time, and I feel like that shouldn't be the case. I feel like if it's you lightly tilt the control stick, you should be able to walk normally, but this is pretty sensitive. Jesus Christ, dude. This is not... This bridge is the final boss. I don't know what I'm doing. Hold on a sec. All right. I tried to mess with the sensitivity a little bit, but there's still no just normal walking in this game. It appears that full-out sprints are all I'm able to do. I mess with the dead zone a little bit, and maybe, I don't know, maybe it's just a placebo effect, but it seemed to have helped. Me get through that. Yeah, I gotta collect some money to buy the shield, but I guess we might as well just get the sword first, since I knew what to do, I believe. I should probably actually read what this says. I was just kind of mashing through it. Hole of Z. Let's go through this small hole. Man, if I had a nickel for every time I wish I heard that, I'd be the rich man. Alright. Let's go through the hole, please. Enter. There we go. Yep, big boulder. Coming. I guess it doesn't come down this way, but... Piece of gaming history right here. Okay, yeah. Piece of, as I was saying, piece of gaming history right here. Considered one of, if not the best game ever made. I don't think I necessarily agree with that. I don't think any game can live up to the amount of hype that this game has had over the course of its lifespan, but I don't think I am ready to call it a bad game. I'm very unexperienced with Zelda games in general. I've beaten really just this. Is it equipped? Okay. I think it's equipped. Right. Oh, sorry. Picking that up, I thought he was just stretching his calves for a moment. Yeah, I've beaten this game on the 3DS. I have beaten Wind Waker. I have played a decent amount of... Well, I guess not a decent. I think I've played about like a third of Breath of the Wild, and that's really all I have for Zelda experience. I am not a Zelda veteran in the slightest. Never played it growing up. Found out about Link and Zelda through Smash Bros. Melee before even knowing what Zelda was. Yeah, I don't know. I was a huge Mario fan, huge Nintendo fan in general, so I don't know how The Legend of Zelda escaped me as a child, but there was a point where I was playing Smash Bros. Not knowing who these characters were, really. Obviously now, very aware of what this series is and what it's accomplished, what it means to people, and I can understand it. Whoops. Whoops. Oh, God. The controls are going to take some getting used to. It's been a while since I've played. I don't think I've ever beaten an N64 game besides Mario 64, which I love. But I think that might be the only N64 game I have ever beaten before, which is kind of interesting to think about. Yeah, I've definitely played others. I've played Kirby and the Crystal Shards, I think it's called, whatever the N64 Kirby game is. And I've played Smash on the 64. Can't point to much else, to be honest with you. Not really sure what else. Are there even any other games on the N64? Pilot Wings, maybe. I guess I've played Pokemon Stadium. I played a little Banjo-Kazooie, but never beaten it. Yeah, I think N64 was the only game I've ever beaten is Mario 64. Hopefully that'll change with this playthrough. Welcome. So we need the shield, which is $40 frickin' dollars, dude. Kind of. Oh, okay, I thought I actually bought. Thought I actually bought something for a sec. So we need $8 more. Where can a young boy like myself steal $8 from? People's gardens are always a good place to check, apparently. While I haven't played this game, I keep talking like I haven't played this game. I've played the 3DS version extensively at the time when it came out and enjoyed it. But it's just, it was so long ago, and I think I was also using a guide to help me out that I just have no memory of anything happening in that game. But I know a decent amount about the events of the game just because of like watching other YouTube content about it. Watched a fair number of speedruns, but you know, an any percent speedrun of Ocarina of Time really doesn't tell you much if you've ever seen it. It's about 7 minutes long. Honestly, I think it's like 2 minutes long at this point. Let's go ahead and buy the shield, please. Yes. All right, we got the Deku shield. I'll equip it myself, though. Even though, probably should just equip it for me. But that's fine. Make me do all the work. All right. We got our shield. We got. I can't pull up my sword here, but we have it. Now we can go talk to Deco tree. Deco? The Art Deco tree. If you want to see the great Deco tree, you should at least equip a sword and a shield. What's that? Oh, you have a Deco shield? I keep saying Deco. Deku shield. Is that a Kokiri sword? Good grief. Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the great Mido, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot. How did you get to be the favorite of the Saria and the great Deku tree? Huh? Grumble, grumble. I'll kill you, dude. I'll kill you, you Charlie Brown motherfucker. I'll make you Charlie Brown your pants. Oh, we got combat. I've taken my first hit of damage. I was planning on this being a no-hit run, but I guess that objective has been failed immediately. Okay. A lot of text to get through. I get it. Put the stick in my stick slot. Hey, baby, let me see a stick slot. I'll put it there. Okay. All right, there we go. Controls are gonna take some getting used to. I know I've said that before, but I'm gonna say it as many times as I feel like. Great Deku Tree, I'm back. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Weenster, welcome. A Weenster welcome this is. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons has been restless, must have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the lands and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily thou hast felt it, because Weenster, you are the most sensitive Weenster of all. The time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? I'm not scared of anything, especially not an old fartin' tree like you. Then enter, brave Weenster, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Weenster. And Weenster, when Navi speaks, use the upsy button to listen, well, to her words of wisdom. They go through all this effort to make him talk like this poetic being of wisdom, and then he just like throws in an N64 button into his speech pattern. That's video gaming in the 90s for you. Let's kill this guy though. Entering our first dungeon, the Deku Tree, with about half health, so things could only be better. Or worse. Things could be worse. Things can always be worse. But things can definitely be better. I could definitely be better. Let's just move on. How do I... got a Deku. I got a nut. I'm gonna nut. Yeah. I got it. How do I block? Oh, that's kind of awkward using R to block. Hopefully these have health in them. Thank God. Really wasn't excited to die in the first dungeon of the game. Come on now. Might happen anyway. Alright. Just gotta get a hang of the controls. Shut. Alright. Yeah? Yes. Look, Weenster, you can see down below this web using up. Yep. Thank you, Navi. So helpful. I know I'm not being original saying that Navi is annoying, but, you know, I'm gonna speak my truth. Okay. Look at this wall, the vines growing on it give it a rough surface. Maybe you can climb it, Tweenster. Maybe I can. I sure would have liked to try before being yapped at. Alright. What we got? We got some spiders. Some sneaky spiders. I think this is a slingshot, if I'm not mistaken. Which I often am. And this is just one of those times. Blue places I've already been to. Moving up and down to select a floor to view. Okay. All right. Believe I should get a ranged weapon somewhere. Believe it's in here. You can open a door by standing in front of it and opening the fucking door. Thanks, you blueberry with wings. Dork. Yeah, give me your clue. Okay. Text scroll speed in this game is leaving stuff to man, I'm just not able to talk right now. The text scrolling is slow. It leaves a lot to be desired, is what I wanted to say. This, I believe, is the slingshot. And if it's not, I'll punch myself in the nose. But I'm never wrong, am I? Come on. God, this text goes so slow. Let's equip that. Put it there. Okay. Oh, this is really gonna take me some time to get used to. Bonk. All joking aside, though, even though my experience with this game at this point is what I considered minimal, I can already kind of see, you already get a sense of what people tend to like about this game. Very atmospheric. Like it's got good vibes, I'd say, is this game's biggest strength so far. The vibes are very, while retro, still very fun. I should probably get this guy first. Almost landed in the chest. Can I go in the chest? If I, hold on a moment. Let's get rid of this guy first. Alright. Can I land in the chest? I mean, technically yes, but not as I intended, so we're just gonna move on. Yeah, something about N64 games is just very... Like, looking back at, like, PS2 and GameCube stuff can be nostalgic for me, but it doesn't... I don't know. Like, I look at a lot of those games and I'm just like, this looks like... This kind of just looks like crap. In some cases, some games hold up visually. But... Oops. I keep hitting the A button to attack for some reason. Can I pull out the sword? Hello? I think I can't attack while my shield's up, which is definitely my mistake. Alright. I was just being an idiot. What the hell was I saying? Yeah, I don't know. Like, obviously, this game graphically doesn't hold up with any GameCube game on a technical level, but I can't say that there isn't something mighty enjoyable about what I'm looking at. Well, let's try to light this torch. I don't know what that does. Oh. All right. Let's do a sweet little puzzle. This playthrough is not meant to be in a 100% playthrough or anything like that. I'm not going to use a guide unless it is absolutely necessary and I am lost. But preferably, I'd like this to just be a normal, no looking up what to do playthrough, which means I will inevitably miss things. And, you know, that's just how the game goes. Not meant to get everything on your first playthrough anyway. Who's crunching at me? You came back? Stop smacking your lips, you freak. I want to see what that spider guy is guarding. I think they're called Skulltulas. I believe this is a golden Skulltula. Yes, this is a collectible in the game that I'm aware of. And I know you turn in to get certain rewards, like a bigger wallet, stuff like that. Definitely not going to get all of these. Okay, we'll let him have his fun, just wiggling around. But, you know, I'll try to find as many Skulltulas as I can. Keep my eye out for them. Now we take the great plunge right after we knock out this fool. I've never noticed the actual, like, spider face coming out of the bottom of the skull there. That's actually a new detail. Here we go. Oh, I guess I missed. Alrighty. We're gonna walk back up there and try again. Listen, I didn't think I'd do everything in this game successfully on my first try, but I at least thought I'd nail that part. I can't even fall correctly, and these guys are back, which is unfortunate. You got Deku Seeds, they're small hard seeds that you can use as bullets for your slingshot. You know, I got my own small hard seeds that I could use as ammo as well. Are you subscribed for the comedy? Because if you're not, you should be. I'm telling some high-level jokes here that, you know, are just going to go over some people's heads, and that's okay. It feels weird in the few gaming videos I have made it to this point. They've all been games I've played before. This is the first game that I am truthfully not that knowledgeable about. So it's hard to, I don't know, it's just a different vibe. I'm just kind of experiencing stuff as I go. There we go. Not gonna lie, I'm having a good time though. This has been it's been a fun little introduction so far. I know I'm really breaking new ground saying that The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time might be a good game. And I just like to have those ground. I like to be the guy that goes against the grain, that doesn't follow you other sheeple in your opinions. I really like to be my own man. And I have the courage to say that so far, I think this game is going to be pretty good. Now, what does one do at this point? I know I have to get over there, but I couldn't climb over there. Need to get fire. I'm actually a little lost on what to do right now. Oh, okay. I can just I can just climb. Ain't that just the way? Surprised how many gold Skulltulas there are right in the beginning of the game before you even really have a chance to know what they are or why they're important. Plus, I'm pretty sure once you beat this dungeon, there's no going back, much like I assume most dungeons in this game. Well, that was a foolish move. Let's go across the other way. Can I make it? I can't. Oh, but I can make this. There we go. My stick burned out. Okay, try to be a little more timely this time, because our sticks are limited. Burn this bad boy. Oh. Let's continue onward. Jeez, I was hoping to beat this dungeon in the first episode, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You will never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23-1. Do you think I am a traitor? A little bit, but it benefits me, so I'm not going to rip on you too harshly. Technically, a traitor to a Nazi is still, in every sense of the term, I started this analogy off badly, and I thought about attempting to recover. You know what I am? If you are a Nazi, right, and you betray the Nazi party, you're still, on technical levels, a traitor, but I think by pretty much all definitions, a better man or woman. After you get into the water, you hold down A, you can dive. I bet there are some interesting things underwater. Well, let's just go find out, my stupid friend. Oh yeah, you're not gonna let me up? Hopefully we have enough time. Come on. Nice. I'm a puzzle-solving master. Listen, stand next to this block and grab a hold of it. Give it a big shove. Got it. I got it. Oh my god. All right. If there's anything that's going to kill my enjoyment for this game, it's Navi. I'm, again, not breaking any new ground saying that Navi's annoying, but you know. People say it for a reason. Don't climb it, you fool. Link is hella strong. So far, the only thing about this game that I'm not vibing with is the very slow text and the amount of text, and also the camera controls. I think been kind of jank. Obviously, it's the first of its kind. I don't want to criticize this game too harshly for, because it was breaking ground, and is arguably one of the most influential games and one of the most influential series of all time. But by today's standard, this the camera control's a little jank. And I'll stand up right in front of you and shout that into your ears, regardless of whether you want to hear it or not. Ow. Okay. What do we got in here? More plants. Not a factor. Not scary. You're a little scary. You're a little freak, aren't you? Ow. Chill. I got it, dude. Don't interrupt me in the middle of the fight. I think that was unfortunately back in the day, the C buttons were buttons, but on a modern controller, I'm using a right analog stick to control what would be the C buttons. So I think when I'm pulling down and releasing for my slingshot, the stick flicks upwards a little bit and accidentally points upwards and summons Navi at inopportune times. Another small hole, perfect for a small boy like me. Okay, gotta focus up a little bit. Really don't feel like it would be a good look to die on the first dungeon of this game. And now we got this incessant beeping, which is gonna be really nice. We're gonna push this. Push. Yes. Make ourselves a Dark Souls-esque shortcut. I think if you look closely at this game, you'll find a lot of elements that have been borrowed by pretty much every modern 3D action game. As much as games like Dark Souls are influential, there's definitely some things that were all started by good old Zelda, such as the Z targeting, as it was called in this game, but just locking on to your foes. That was a new revolutionary concept. Really started in this game. Oh, okay. I got really worried that I was not going to survive that fall. Yeah, and like pushing that block to open up a shortcut. I'm sure this isn't the first game to do anything like that. I'm sure there were even some 2D adventure games that allowed you to kind of open up shortcuts to loop back on yourself. But yeah. Oh, 2, 3, 1, I believe was the pattern. 2, 3, 1. Ow. Do it again, punk. There we go. How did you know our secret? How irritating. It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword while she's stunned. Why do you talk like this? Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that. Why do you talk like an American man? An American loser, more like it. Anyway, yeah, what I was saying, like pushing that block down in that dungeon, very Dark Souls-esque. Obviously in a much simpler way, but compared to Dark Souls or any Souls-born game. But it was cool, while also being integrated into the puzzle. We got ourselves our first boss fight. I believe we need to look up to see. I see him. Does this not count? There we go. It's a big division sign. I was always better at multiplication. Gahoma. Oh gosh. Okay. Actually don't know how to fight. Well, believe it or not, I was able to figure it out. Shoot it in its big dumb eye, and then whack it with a sword. Where are you going, pal? Get shot. Get fucking blasted. Pulled out the gat. Two-shot this boy. I guess it's a girl. It's a queen. The queenie was no match for this weenie, though. Piece of heart, or heart container, rather. First of many, hopefully. It'd be pretty pretty upsetting if this was the very last one I got. Yeah, that is actually going to be all for this episode. We're gonna enter this blue light, in the next episode. Sorry, I burped and it made me lose my concentration on what I was saying. We're gonna enter this light at the start of the next episode, which won't be uploaded tomorrow, but rather the day after tomorrow. I'm gonna be posting videos daily and playing 2 games at once. So yesterday I posted the first episode of my Assassin's Creed playthrough, and today was the first episode of Ocarina of Time. Tomorrow will be episode 2 of Assassin's Creed, and then Legend of Zelda will follow that. You could probably pick up the pattern from there. So if you haven't watched the first Assassin's Creed episode, I highly recommend you go do that. And subscribe so you can see all of my videos as I post them. I'm going to try to post daily. We'll see how that goes. Anyway, thanks for watching. I love you. Mwah.